Yo, today we are going to test GPT Image 2, the new GPT image model and what is considered to be the best image editor and the best image generator out there on the market. Here we have a few examples that they've made on their website, but of course it seems incredible as we can see here, but of course we are going to test out things because these examples can be cherry picked. So I want to test it and stress test it and also compare it with the top model right now, that is Nano Banana Pro. Of course we already know that they can do super realistic images, details images and so on. So today we are going to look at a few examples, but very intricate and complicated examples. Of course we are focusing on characters because as you already know, in this channel we focus on AI characters, but if you want me to focus on more stuff like let's say buildings for example, or let's say text for example, let me know in the comments below. So without further ado, let's start with the test. So we are inside the ChatGPT right now and they say that the new model GPT Image 2 is available to everyone, of course maybe, and as you can see here, they already say the image creation got a major update. So, what I was saying, of course, for the free plan might be limited, so maybe we have, I don't know, 3-5 generation, we are going to test this as well. But of course, as we like to do here, inside LM Arena, we already have GPT Image 2, as you can see, and we are going to test it against Nano Banana Pro. But we'll do it later on. Right now, let's focus on how many creation we can do for free inside ChatGPT, and let's see how the creations turn out to be. So, I'm in the image model. Here I can enter a prompt, I can use a picture for reference, or I can just select a few styles, for example, studio headshot, anime, or let's see, fantasy newspaper, and so on. So for now, let's just input a prompt and see how it goes. Here is my prompt, and this will be a difficult prompt to follow because, well, in the meantime, I'll send the prompt and I speak in the meantime that GPT will create the image. So I'll send the prompt, let's see also how fast it is. But as you can see, the prompt is difficult because it's a woman partially submerged in crystal clear water, so half of her face is above the water and half of the face is below the water. Also, I want perfectly accurate light refraction, distorting the submerged part on her face, water droplets on skin and eyelashes, micro skin texture with pores, facial hairs, the asymmetry, so the realism of the face, the imperfection, and so on. So this is a complicated prompt, it's not an easy one to follow because we have the separation between the part of the face that is above water and the part of the face that is below water. And of course I want to see how the light refraction goes on. So let's see how it goes. Okay, image is generated. Let's open it. This is pretty impressive. I mean, as you can see, half of the face is above water and looks very realistic. Half of the face is below water, and also the light reflection on the lips, on the chin, on the body, the wet hair. I mean, damn, this is very good. Now let's take another example. So let's paste our prompt. This is, let's run it. Okay, this is a cinematic frame showing the same woman in 3 different moments in time within the same environment. So in the foreground, she's a child playing. In the midground, she's an adult walking confidently. And in the background, she is elderly sitting on a bench. And so on. So let's see how it goes. Also, this is like 4x5 image. Let's see, maybe with the next prompt, I forgot to see if we can change the size of the image just by prompting. And as you can see, we have the three women. So let's take a look at the prompt again. In the foreground, she's a child playing. In the midground, she's an adult walking. And in the background, she's elderly sitting on a bench. So this is nailed, seamlessly integrated with correct perspective, lighting and scale, golden hour. I mean, this is awesome. Now, with the next prompt, let's shake things up a bit. I have this prompt and now we want to change the aspect ratio of the image. So this was, I believe, 4 by 5. So let's say that with the new one, we want 69, for example. So very cinematic. And maybe this is not the correct picture to say 69, but let's go this way. A split style. Okay, a split style but seamless portrait of a woman where the left side is ultra photorealistic, the right side is a high-end anime style, and the center blends both styles perfectly without a visible seam. So this is to test how it goes with different style but within the same pic. Also, what I have to say is that this is very fast. I mean, in just a few seconds, maybe a minute and a half, we have this great picture. So that is a point. It's very, very fast. So let's see. Okay, this one, okay. The prompt was followed because here we have the realistic face, here we have the anime face, and in the center it's blended together. Looking in this way is a little bit off in my opinion. So yeah, the prompt was complicated, yeah, this is a good result. Overall the picture is a little bit scary. And again, let's change the size ratio of the image because as we can see, this is followed, this is 16 by 9. Now let's say that we want 9 by 16, for example. And we enter our prompt. This time is a female contortionist performing an extreme pose where her body is twisted in a spiral. One leg is extended upward, the other folded beneath, arm crossing in front of her face with hands visible, fingers naturally posed and fully detailed, realistic muscle tension, perfect anatomy, and so on. So this is difficult because the anatomy of the human body, so the fingers, the one leg in a way, one leg in another one, and so on, can be difficult. And also this is already done, so let's take a look. Okay, let's zoom in a bit. So if we take a closer look, here the foot is a mess, here the hands are a little bit of a mess, here too. So this one was not followed precisely. I mean, look at this, the feet, the hands are a little bit of a messed up. But again, this was a very difficult prompt, so I didn't expect much, honestly. Now let's try to edit an image and let's see how it goes. Okay, so let's take this picture as soon as it finished uploading. Okay, so let's take this picture, a normal girl, and we want to transform this image into a cyberpunk night version, change outfit into a futuristic armored suit, add rain and neon reflection, slightly change camera angle to lower perspective, change facial expression to confident smirk, keep the exact same identity, bone structure and pose, and so on. And also we have reached the free limit for chat with attachments, so let's see if this image goes through. So what we have done, 1, 2, 3, 4, this will be the 5th picture, and we have a reference image. So maybe without a reference image the limit is a little bit higher, I don't know. And here we have our pic, so let's compare the two. Here we can say that the face and the style of the girl is the same, but of course it's changed all. We have the background with the neon light, pink and light blue. We have the body armor, so this is a very good generation. If we compare it, even the position of the arms here is pretty much the same, and the face of the girl is pretty much the same. Great details on the body armor, great details with the rain and the colors of the neon sign behind her, so very good generation. Now, since we've reached the limit, let's test it compared to Nano Banana Pro. So let's try a few prompts to see which one turns out to be better. So we are going into LM Arena right now. Great, we are inside LM Arena, and again, here we will be limited, of course, to 5 generation. So we are going to do a couple of prompts and a couple of edits just to see which one turns out to be better. Also, usually in the LM Arena, if we specify the ratio, the size ratio of the image, okay, I was saying, usually in LM Arena, when we specify the ratio of the image, Nano Banana Pro will do it just fine. GPT Image 1.5, so the previous version, won't do it and always create one-on-one picture, so squared picture. Now let's see if GPT Image 2 can do 4.5 even here in 4x5, even here in LM Arena. So as we can see, Nano Banana Pro here is a little bit faster, but not by much, I should say. So let's take a look at the Nano Banana Pro. So giant tree, very realistic with a small person, because the tree is giant. Very good. And here we have GPT Image 2. Ratio perfect, is 4x5, as we can see. Giant tree, I really like how massive these trees are with the clouds on the background, as we can see, and a very tiny little man here that is meditating. So, as the prompt was followed, I should say that GPT Image 2 here is better. And so I give it the point to GPT Image 2. Now let's try another one. This time let's go 9x16. Oh shoot. Let's go 9x16. And this time GPT Image 2 was a bit faster compared to Nano Banana Pro. So let's start taking a look. This is very realistic. This was just to let us see if the model understands the physics, in this case the physics of a liquid, so the wine poured into a glass. And here we have Nano Banana Pro, and this is a mess. I mean, this is not how we pour a glass of wine, otherwise we end up wasting a lot of wine. So GPT Image 2 here is clearly better. The contortionist picture, just to see how well Nano Banana Pro goes compared to GPT Image 2, or how bad Nano Banana Pro is compared to GPT Image 2. So let's take a look. Okay, GPT Image has finished. Let's see compared to the previous one. A little bit weird again with the hand here. This is okay, and the feet are okay. So a little bit weird here with the hand, but compared to the previous one is better. Let's see Nano Banana Pro. We don't get to see the other feet. This one is the other foot. This one is good, and the hands are, I should say, realistic. So in this case, I believe that Nano Banana Pro is slightly better, or that both are equal, because here we can't see the other leg. Here this end is a little bit off, not so off compared to the previous generation that we did. And so let's say that Nano Banana is slightly better here. So now let's take editing to the next level. I have this very difficult prompt. I upload my pic. Now we have this image of this girl. We want to change the environment from indoor to outdoor. Night city with rain. rotate the camera angle by 30 degrees, change outfit completely, add a second character interacting physically with the subject, change the facial expression, so as we can see here is pretty neutral, keep exact identity and pose unchanged, maintain consistent lighting and perspective. So let's see how it goes. This is a very difficult editing prompt, so let's see. And here let's take a look. So again, this was the image. Here we have the Nano Banana Pro. I mean, this is pretty great. The characters are not super realistic, I should say, but the girl is here with also the headphones. The outfit has changed, of course the background is changed, and we have another person that is interacting with her. And let's take a look here. A little bit more realistic. The camera angle shifted with the Nano Banana Pro is not, so this is a point for GPT Image 2. And also we have another character interacting seamlessly with her. A little bit maybe of weird here with the hands. But overall is way better compared to this because the prompt was followed more precisely. So GPT Image 2 is better. Now let's take a look at one last editing generation. Okay, and here we have the two generation. Here is our main character, and this time we want to place this character in a bright modern art museum with marble floors, minimalist architecture, and also we want to replace the background, of course, and have a large abstract sculpture positioned slightly behind her, and so on. If you want to read the full prompt, just pause the video here and read the full prompt. So now let's take a look at Nano Banana Pro. As we can see, she is clearly our character, reflected perfectly, I should say, in the sculpture, and as we can see, she is clearly in the museum, so prompt followed precisely. Here we have exact character, the museum, great. I like the outfit a little bit better here because it is slightly more detailed compared to Nano Banana. And also here we have the sculpture with the reflection, as we can see right here, of our character. So both generations are great. When it comes to the lighting, maybe this one is a little bit better when it comes to lights. This seems like a little bit photoshopped. I mean, it seems that the character is a little bit, I don't know how to say it, but photoshopped inside the museum. This one blends a little bit more naturally, in my opinion, but both generations here are good. So that's it for today's video. This is a very short comparison between the top two models right now, and I should say that yes, GPT Image 2 is a little bit better compared to Nano Banana Pro. Of course, you can use it for free with some limitation, as we can see inside your regular ChatGPT chat, as we can see here, or of course you can use it for free with some limitation again inside LM Arena. Of course, if you have a pro plan in ChatGPT, you won't have those limitations. Of course, if you want me to go in details, more in details about this model, let me know in the comments below, and I will make a longer video with a lot more examples so that we can stress test this model out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and of course, if you want more, make sure to join my free community on School. The link is in the description, the link is in the first comment, or you can just scan the QR code on screen right now. In the meantime, as always, I wish you a great day. See ya!